This is going over our review sheet that we did in class for our Unit 1 quiz. Number 1 says 5 multiples. Remember, multiples are the answers to the problem that uses the number. So multiples of 5 use 5 in the equation, like 5 times 1, and the answer gives us a multiple of 5. So, or I could do 5 times 2, the answer would give me the multiple 10. We often find these by doing skip counting. And they go on and on and on. And they can be any number where 5 can get to that number. And for the second one, where 8 can get to that number. So 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, and it continues on. Number 2 says list the factors of the numbers and circle prime and composite. Now remember, factors are the numbers, are the problem, and the 24 then would be my answer. We always know that we can always start with 1 times that number. So 1 and 24 are factors. Because 24 is even, I know that 2 is a factor, and its partner is 12. And then because I know my math facts, I know 3 times 8 and 4 times 6. Which means that 24 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 factors, which makes it composite because it has 3 or more. For 11, I'm going to start with 1 times 11, and then that is actually the only way to multiply to get to 11. And because 11 has 2 factors, it is prime. A prime number has exactly 2 factors. Number 3, we made posters similar to this in class. And so we made our arrays for all of our different numbers. And on this array specifically, we can see that this side is 3. And we can see that there's at least 3 here, and maybe it goes on to 4 or 5. And Mrs. Judson says that it's a composite number. Well, first off, it is yes. Whatever the number is composite. And I know that because a prime number would only have an array for 1 times itself. This array is 3 times something, so the number would have to have at least 4 factors. And it may have more than 4, but all we really need to know is that it has that more than 2. Because more than 2, or at least 3, so it is what makes it composite. So some guesses we had in class were maybe this went 4 because we saw this little corner here. So maybe this number was 4, so maybe our target number was 12, and 12 is composite. Or maybe it even went 1 more, and this target number might have been 5, which is 15. And that's still a composite number because it has those 4 factors. Number 4, we're just filling in the missing factor to complete the multiplication equation. So 9 times 7 is 63, and 4 times 6 is 24. The back shows us the strategy of the ratio table, and I see that I have rooms 1 and guests 6, which means that to go from rooms to my number of guests, I'm doing times 6. So 2 times 6 is 12. 4 times 6 is 24. 5 times 6 is 30. 7 times 6 is 42. 9 times 6 is 54. And 10 times 6 is 60. Number 6 is just filling in some math fact practice. So we have 56, 60, 10, 9, 32, and 9 again. Number 7, Michael has 16 Lego sets. His brother Ryan has 4 times as many Lego sets as Michael. Choose the equation that shows exactly how many Lego sets Ryan has. So I don't need to solve this problem, but what I do need to do is figure out what it wants me to do. I see that Michael has 16 Lego sets, and his brother Ryan has 4 times as many as Michael. So 4 times Michael would give me Ryan. And I know the word times translates to that math symbol. So I want to do 4 times Michael's 16 to get my answer. And number 8, Inga bought a pair of pants and a blazer. The pants cost $40. The blazer cost 3 times that much. How much did the blazer cost? Okay, so I have the pants costing $40 and the blazer costing 3 times that, which means that I want to do 3 times my blazer, 40, equals, 3 times my pants, which is 40, equals the blazer amount. And this problem is actually an extended fact. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my fact first. 3 times 4 is 12. And then as we learned our trick with multiplying by groups of 10, is I can put that 0 right back in on the end. So the blazer cost $120. And last, number 9. The equation 36 equals 4 times 9 can mean what? It says choose every, which is a good indication that there's more than one. On all of them, I see 36, and then I see the word is. Well, we talked in class that we know the word is the same thing as an equal sign. So my first one, 36 is twice as much as 4 times 9. Well, nowhere in my problem do I see this twice, which is 2 times, so I know that that cannot be it. 36 is or equals, 36 equals 9 times as many as 4. Well, that is what it says, except for it's backwards. But I know when I multiply that the order doesn't matter, so that one's good. 36 is 4 less than 9 is subtraction, and that doesn't subtract. And 36 is 4 times 9 is exactly what it says. So that is the answer that I'm going to pick. So that is the review sheet for our quiz. I'm going to go back through for those who are just checking their answers from the beginning. And the back. And that's our review for our quiz.